Smile, birthday girl. Happy birthday. Those simple words once matched the cheerful energy fans had come to expect from Pickle Wheat. But recently, something felt different. For months, she seemed to disappear from the spotlight, leaving fans confused and concerned. There were no major updates, no familiar scenes from the swamp, and no clear explanation. In a world where public figures are constantly visible, silence can feel louder than words. Her absence wasn't dramatic or announced, it just quietly happened, and that's what made it more noticeable. People began to wonder what was going on behind the scenes, hoping that whatever the reason, she was okay and simply taking time for herself. Roots deep in the Louisiana Bayou. Before television ever found her, Pickle Wheat was already living the life viewers later admired. Born and raised in Louisiana, she grew up surrounded by swamps, wildlife, and a family that depended on hunting for a living. This wasn't a hobby, it was tradition passed down through generations. Her father played a major role in teaching her the skills she would later showcase, from handling equipment to understanding the rhythm of the bayou. Even her nickname Pickle came from a lighthearted family moment, something that stuck and became part of her identity. Long before fame, she was simply a hardworking young woman shaped by her environment, learning resilience, patience, and respect for nature. Life before the cameras arrived. Her early life was simple but demanding. Days often began before sunrise and ended only after long hours outdoors. Pickle Wheat spent her time helping with family work, fishing, and learning survival skills that many people never experience. There was no spotlight, no audience, just real life. These years quietly built her character. She didn't need to adjust when television came calling because she had already been living the reality the show wanted to capture. Her strength didn't come from acting tough. It came from years of doing the work. That authenticity is what later made her stand out, as viewers could sense she wasn't pretending. She was simply being herself, stepping into Swamp People. When Swamp People introduced her in its later seasons, it brought a fresh perspective to the show. She joined a cast filled with experienced hunters, many of whom had spent decades in the field. For a young woman to step into that environment came with quiet pressure. But she didn't try to prove herself with words. Instead, she let her actions speak. From the beginning, she showed confidence, skill, and a willingness to learn. Her natural ability quickly became evident, and viewers began to appreciate her calm approach. She wasn't trying to stand out, she was simply doing what she had always done, and that honesty resonated with audiences across the country. Earning respect through action. Respect in the swamp isn't given easily, it's earned. Pickle Wheat faced early doubts from some viewers who questioned whether she could handle the demands of the job. But over time, those doubts faded. She demonstrated consistency, focus, and a steady presence even in challenging situations. The work was physically demanding and unpredictable, yet she approached it with patience and determination. What stood out most was her attitude. She didn't complain or seek attention. She simply showed up and did the job. That quiet confidence earned her respect, not just from fans, but from fellow hunters as well, proving that skill and dedication matter far more than expectations. A strong bond with mentors. Working alongside experienced hunters helped shape her journey even further. Her connection with Troy Landry became one of the most meaningful aspects of her time on the show. Their partnership wasn't built for television, it came from shared understanding and mutual respect. He recognized her instincts and treated her as a capable partner rather than a newcomer. That trust allowed her to grow while staying true to her roots. Their dynamic showed viewers the importance of mentorship and teamwork. It wasn't about competition or proving superiority, it was about learning, adapting, and supporting one another. Together, they represented both experience and the next generation of tradition. A shift toward personal life. As time passed, Pickle Wheat began focusing more on her personal life. Like many people, her priorities evolved. Family became central, and she embraced a quieter lifestyle away from constant filming. This shift wasn't sudden or dramatic, it felt natural. The demanding schedule of filming and the realities of her work required time and energy, and stepping back allowed her to create balance. Fans noticed her absence, but what they didn't immediately see was the personal growth happening behind the scenes. Sometimes stepping away isn't about leaving something behind, it's about making space for what matters most. Silence. That sparked questions. When she stopped appearing regularly, curiosity quickly turned into speculation. Without clear updates, fans began forming their own ideas about why Pickle Wheat had stepped back. Social media discussions grew with people sharing theories and concerns. In today's world, silence often invites assumptions. But not all stories need to be explained immediately. Her decision to stay quiet reflected a desire for privacy, something many public figures struggle to maintain. While fans missed seeing her, many also understood that personal time is important. The absence created questions, but it also highlighted how much her presence had meant to the show and its audience. Speaking with honesty and grace. After a long period of quiet, Pickle Wheat finally shared a simple message with her followers. It wasn't dramatic or detailed, it was honest. She spoke about taking time for herself, focusing on family, and finding balance again. Those words, though brief, carried meaning. They reassured fans that she was okay and moving forward in her own way. Sometimes clarity doesn't require long explanations. Her message reflected strength, showing that it's okay to step back, breathe, and reset. In that moment, people were reminded that behind every public figure is a real person navigating life just like everyone else. A new chapter beyond the spotlight. Today, Pickle Wheat continues to live a life rooted in simplicity and purpose. While fans still hope to see her return to Swamp People, she seems content where she is. Her journey has shifted from constant visibility to a more balanced rhythm. It's a reminder that success isn't always about staying in the spotlight. It's about choosing what feels right. Whether she returns to television or not, her story has already left an impact. She showed that strength can be quiet, resilience can be steady, and sometimes the most meaningful chapters are the ones lived away from the cameras.